Choose an area of your garden that receives plenty of sun. Measure and develop your layout. Start by mowing the growing area, including the paths. I also use the weed eater to eliminate the grassy area. Add your first layer of soil. The soil is mixed with nutrient-rich fertilizer to help our plants grow into fruitation. The sides of the bed help retain moisture and the plants shade the soil to reduce evaporation. Once plants are well established, your watering chores should be minimal except in hot weather periods and periods of drought. Overlap the dirt with hay generously to prevent weeds from creeping up through any gaps. Hay will help to self-sustain a moisture-retentive layer for roots to grow down into in a grass and weed barrier, which is a sensible move with summer approaching. Hay also introduces lots of beneficial microorganisms to the soil, which will further enhance the plant growth. The soil in a raised bed doesn't dry out as fast as it does in a regular garden. Next comes the fun part, sowing and planting. Fill your garden with types of vegetables you like to eat. If you're big on salads, plant head lettuce, a lettuce cutting mix, cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, and carrots. If you love cooking, plant onions and peppers, leeks, potatoes, and herbs. Try to include at least one vegetable that's new to you. Discovery is half the fun. Gardening in a raised bed is all about maximizing productivity. The challenge is to grow as much food as possible while resisting the temptation to squeeze in too many plants. Overcrowded plants never reach their full potential because they're stressed by poor air circulation and competition for water, nutrients, and root space. So, we carefully measure out our spaces to avoid overcrowded plants complications. It's also important to consider how each plant's growing habit, bushy, climbing, trailing, will affect its neighbors in the same bed. Planting lettuce next to carrots is fine. Planting lettuce next to a sprawling cucumber plant may be a problem. Stakes, ladders, and cages will help keep unruly plants from competing with their neighbors. They will also keep the garden neater and more manageable. When weeds do crop up, you'll want to remove them quickly so your vegetable plants aren't competing for moisture, nutrients, and root space. You will repeat the same steps with the container gardening. The hay is optional. We drill holes in the bottoms of our containers to ensure water drainage. As you see here, the containers are being filled with soil. Next, you will dig a pathway to lay the plant, add more soil, and watch it grow. Ready access to containers means that pest control management is easier. Container vegetable gardening is a sure way to introduce children like myself to the joys and rewards of vegetable gardening. When all the plants have been planted, the area should be watered thoroughly to a depth of several inches. You can begin harvesting food from your garden just as soon as it looks ready to eat. To learn more about Royal Cohesive Network, visit www.royalnetwork.org.